Billy Paul was talking last night about, you guys know that teams will make runs. It's the way the game is, but these sustained runs are kind of a problem. And I just wonder what kind of threat is Golden State in that regard, in terms of how important is it to keep them from sustaining those runs?
Well, obviously, there's a lot of terrific teams in the league, and Golden State's at the top of the list. And to be able to play against high-level elite teams, you're going to have to be able to play for 48 minutes. It's not a 24-minute game. It's a 48-minute game, and we've got to be able to do that. And certainly tomorrow, we got to be able to do that.
From a technique standpoint, how do you keep Curry out of the middle tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, again, I've said this from the beginning. It's got to be team defense. It's not one-on-one, man-on-man all the time. When you're dealing with an elite offensive team, you're just not going to be able to stop one guy with one guy. So you're going to have to rely on a lot of multiple efforts. You're going to have to rely on, giving help and getting back to where you were. If there's a drive, you got to be ready to give help. So you got to play with 5 guys.
See this is kind of a glass half empty thing because you've lost so many close games, or a half full thing where you're really close and you have the talent to make the turn?
Well, I mean, I looked at it. Our first half versus our second half numbers. And clearly, in the first half, in most of the season, we've been pretty elite. The second half we haven't, and I think developing those habits, those fundamentals, for long stretches is what we're in the midst of trying to work through, is that consistency for 48 minutes. And I think I said after the game, it's not necessarily just one thing. It's not like, okay, this is the problem, they're not rebounding the ball, it's what's costing them games. It's not just one thing. It's different things that pop up in different situations and different times. But it's 48 minutes, and we've got to be able to sustain it for 48 minutes.